What's up, guys? It's early in the morning, 7 something in the morning. I'm out here driving. I took a day off, so I'm out here at my track in the backyard, messing around with my little what? Bee. Let me change. There you go. Okay. This is a Losi micro bee that I've had for a while. Not too long because they're quite new in the market. Uh, Very awesome, of course. You know, everybody knows how Losi is, you know. They do a really good job on their models when they make them. Excellent job. So, but most of the guys that get these Losi micro bees, they're into racing them inside. I'm not into the inside thing. I'm very much an outside person. You know, I don't even like to drive RC cars on carpet. I've been like that since I was a kid. You know, I think an RC car is more exciting to drive them outside because of, the open area, just being outside in general. Being in the dirt. I like to play in the dirt. I ain't gonna lie. You know, since I was a kid, into RC cars and stuff like that, and watch, uh, see how the vehicle can truly perform in a natural environment as opposed to running on carpet. So, this is my little short review of the Losi Micro B. I think it's quite awesome. I'm driving one hand too, guys. So you gotta give a brother some credit. But anyway, uh, what I did different though, guys, when you buy the Losi Micro B, they have it set up for indoor racing as far as from what I see. And what I mean by that is, the main thing I mean by that is the oil, the shock oil is very stiff. Okay, I changed that shock oil out, man. I got like some, what am I using in here? I'm using shock oil like Enduro shock oil that they use for their shocks. For the little 24 scale trail trucks, real thin. Okay, why is that? Well, the suspension is going to respond better. And that's what I'm seeing right now. My suspension is responding much better. I just did that this morning too, as far as changing out the oil in the shocks, so that they respond quicker to the various, the changes in the terrain, which is a lot when you're outside. You know, when you're inside, again, carpet racing, it's just flat, smooth. So that's generally what they seem to tune the micro for, as far as the fast cars anyway. You know, Losi, when they come out with a little 24 scale or whatever scale this is, they seem to tune it for the indoor flat surface. Well, if you want to enjoy your micro T in an outside environment, you're going to want to change that shock oil, guys. Trust me, you're going to want to change it out. I can definitely tell a difference between the way it was and the way I have it now. The suspension is very much more responsive than before. Much more responsive, and that's what you want. You know, if you're going to ride outside, that is. Because this terrain, it's going to switch up on you. So this thing is very fast too, guys. This little micro Street B. Again, I got it in a lower setting, but I'm just having a little chat with you guys. Give you my review of it. Like I said, I've been doing RC a long time. I'm 57 years old. I'm old. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. So I kind of get a sense for what's good and what's not. And I would highly recommend Losi products, by the way. They've been in this thing for a long time. I'm 57, and again, back in high school, I was buying Losi cars back then, guys. The Losi Junior T truck was one of the ones that I had. And I had another Losi Junior buggy, whatever you want to call it. And since then, I've had, of course, a lot of other Losi products. But Losi has been in the game a long time. They design their cars for performance, and they do perform. So I highly recommend buying Losi products. Big time. Big time. And like right now, they just reintroduced the Losi Micro T, basically 2.0. You know, because Losi, whether you guys know it or not, they had micros in the past, and they should have never discontinued them, because those were even good. The ones they had in the past. But you know how things are. So anyway, guys, you see me just driving in circles. I'm trying to give you guys a little feel for what it's like to drive the Losi Micro T in the dirt. You can see, you can handle quite well when you change out the shock oil. Okay, let me give you guys a big view of my whole track. This is just part of the track, guys. Look at this. We got a whole big old track to drive on, man. Look at that, guys. Yeah, the whole freaking track is awesome. It's mainly set up for a trail course for my FMS Camel Trophies and my Mini Z 4x4s. New additions to the track, guys. What did I do different? Two things that I'm doing different. I did different. I planted some trees, guys. Those are trees beautiful. Let me show you what they look like when they get a little bigger. This is an Alberta spruce, mini Alberta spruce pine tree, whatever you want to call it. Evergreen too. So in the wintertime, this tree was still looking beautiful like this, guys. So I like them so much that I planted 3 of them on my track. One there, there, and there. To beautify the track a bit and make it look more like a park. And then the other thing that I've really been focused on, guys, is the outward diameter of the track. Okay, that's my dirt. You can call it a dirt oval track racing, or whatever you want to call it. But I got different cars. I got the Mini B, which is what I'm going to be running on the outside of the track. And then I go around here. See, go around the track that way, come around, come up through here, right? Come around, go through here. Come around that, come along the fence, and do it again. And then you can do the reverse. So, and I got plenty of other space. If I want to expand the track, I'll just set my mower down on the level 1 and cut a pattern or whatever else and run it a bit. And yeah, so these are things you guys can do. I don't have to go anywhere, you know? And I like it like that. I don't have to get out, drive somewhere to drive my RC cars. I was just even driving my 10 scale team associated short course truck, 4-wheel drive, on the outward diameter of the track, having some fun there. It's a big truck, yeah, right, but I still got enough room to have a little fun back here. And I can always expand it if I choose to. But these micros make it so fun is because they're so small. This is a vast area right here for that little micro B. So, and to be honest with you, this right here itself is a track. Just running down through here, coming around and doing a big circle. You know, that's a track in itself. So what I do also, guys, too, to prep the track, as you can see, I would never let my backyard look like that, look like it looks like this, unless I was doing something purposeful, like, you know, creating an RC track. I like my yard to be full and green, whatever else. But at the same time, I always said if I ever were in a house, I'm going to build a track. So anyway, what I do is I have a lawn tractor. And I've been doing this for about a week now. I try to spend 15 minutes a day just doing laps around the course, outward diameter of the course with my lawn tractor, so that it keeps the dirt matted, because eventually this grass around here is going to be gone. It's going to be solid dirt, and that's going to be a lot of fun to be racing the Losi Mini B on and the Losi Mini T 2.0. And also these other micros, and I have some other things coming, other things in the works. So I'd encourage you guys, if you guys got a house or whatever, you got a backyard, build your track there, you know? That way you don't have to go anywhere. And I really have fun. The main thing I do is with my mini trail trucks, man. I got an assortment of those, have a lot of fun. I got to get my weed eater out, and some of the grass is starting to try to grow back. I got to knock some of that down. But yeah, I do maintain the track. I get my weed eater out and chop what you see growing, the little grasses or whatever else, so that it stays maintained looking. But yeah, guys, this Losi Micro B, I like it a lot, guys. But again, if you're going to drive this Losi Micro B outside, change your shock oil. Get some shock oil that they use for like Endura, the Endura micro shocks that they use for the SCX24 and stuff like that, guys. Because the shock oil is really thin. It's going to allow your suspension to work properly on the Losi Micro B. Maybe I can do a couple laps. Hang on a second. I'm driving with one hand, so can't give you the full gist of it. But yeah. Whoa, Losi Micro B. Let me see if I can do this here. There we go. Look at that, guys. Let me get down a little low real quick. See if I can get you a low shot. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Got something stuck in my wheel. All right, guys. All right, I think I'm done chatting. That's 8 minutes, 9 minutes long video. I'll let you guys go later.